Fight Club is a cornerstone for men of the modern world. I want to discuss why. Many themes of Fight Club tie into one another, which is why it is, in my opinion, the best movie ever made for modern men. To begin, let's start with this quote.
Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy shit we don't need. We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives.
Let's discuss the protagonist of the movie, the narrator, and the antagonist, Tyler Durden. The narrator, or Jack as some call him, represents the average man, works a regular 9 to 5, and isn't particularly anyone special. Tyler Durden represents everything he is not.
I look like you want to look, I fuck like you want to fuck, I am smart, capable, and most importantly, I'm free in all the ways that you are not.
The significance of Jack and Tyler being the same person is that Tyler is the person Jack wanted to be, and slowly throughout the movie he transforms into him. Transformation and pain play a key role within the film too. The chemical burn scene is an excellent example of Jack and Tyler's philosophy on pain. Jack tries to go to his happy place and avoid the pain, whereas Tyler tells Jack that this is the most beautiful moment in your life and you're choosing to get rid of it. This is a huge takeaway of the film for me personally. To share an anecdote, a few years ago I ran a 50-mile race that took me 11 hours. I only thought of this scene during the entire race because I knew if I finished, it would be the greatest thing I ever achieved. To this day, it still is, and I wouldn't have finished if I hadn't pushed through the pain. Another point I want to discuss is the portrayal of advertisements and corporations within the film. Jack and Tyler are constantly criticizing what society says men should look like, and we can even observe this within our own society of the modern world. Advertisements are distractions, as well as worthless things that most people care about, like what Tyler says. What Tyler is trying to say is that normal people who listen to these things tie their self-worth to the things they own. But what if all of that is taken away from them, or destroyed? Jack's apartment blowing up was the call to action for him, the thing that pushed him to change and what led him to spend time with Tyler. The more he spent time with Tyler, the more he turned into him. Gaze into the abyss, and the abyss gazes into you. Yin and Yang are a prominent theme too. You can see that Jack had a table in his apartment, but Yin and Yang express themselves many times throughout the film. The significance of Yin and Yang is that both are complete opposites, one white while the other black, yet both have a little speck of the other within them. Tyler is a force of destruction, while society can be seen as a force of creation. Going with the theme of Yin and Yang, however, Tyler constantly preaches that you must hit bottom in order to grow. His philosophy is essentially that, in order for things to get better, you have to completely destroy it first, then build it back better. Yin and Yang are also expressed within soap. Something that is normally viewed as a cleaning and pure product is weaponized into the very thing that collapses all of the banking buildings at the end of the movie. Yin and Yang are also expressed within Project Mayhem and Project Hope. The last point of discussion I wanted to bring up was Raymond K. Hessel. Raymond was someone who dreamt of being a vet one day, yet left his dream to work in a gas station. After Tyler lets him go after holding a gun to his head, he explains to Jack,
Horse, run!
I feel ill.
Imagine how he feels.
Come on, this isn't funny. That wasn't funny. What the fuck was the point of that?
Tomorrow will be the most beautiful day of Raymond Castle's life. His breakfast will taste better than any meal you and I have ever tasted.
A few friends of mine and I have been heavily impacted by this scene. Most people don't think about death until they're dead. It's only when you feel the inevitability of death and fear it every day that you live your life to the fullest. So to summarize everything and leave you with something that you can take away and apply to your life, I'll leave these points in a short and sweet format. Do not listen to anyone who presents themselves as authority. You will end up just like everyone else. Decide things for yourself. Make your own choices. Do not occupy your time with useless nonsense. News, politics, that does not concern you. Clean your room, check on your neighbors, feed the homeless. You can't expect to save the world if you can't even save yourself. Lastly, do not shy away from pain. Do not try to numb it. Pain is the greatest teacher you will ever know, and the further down the rabbit hole you go, the more you will learn. Thank you, and I will see you again in 2 weeks.